Welcome to the 91-Day Business Spotlight Live. I'm your host, Jonathan Mast, and I am so excited today to have Rathna with me from Remodeler Digital. Rathna and I have got to know each other over the last couple of years through a coaching group we're in, and she is just an amazing marketer. And I'm so excited to have the opportunity, Rathna, to chat with you today. So first of all, welcome and thank you for making time. Can you tell our audience just a little bit about Remodeler Digital and who you guys serve and how you add value to them?
It's a delight to be here, Jonathan. Thank you for having me and thank you for doing this business spotlight. So, Remodeler Digital, like the name implies, we are a niche agency and we exclusively serve remodelers with digital marketing, online lead generation. We can serve as your external marketing department and take care of all your marketing needs, be it Google Ads, Facebook ads, managing your house profile, your entire online digital footprint, including being found on Google Maps and your Google business profile. So we have clients all over the United States, and we serve contractors in different capacities based on the size of the contractor, what their needs are. And like I said, we can serve as a complete external marketing department or just come in and manage your Google presence or help you with Facebook ads. So it just depends on if you're a half a million contractor trying to get to $2 million in revenue, or you're a 10 million contractor trying to get to $20 million in revenue. So based on what your needs are, my team is able to meet you there. And because we exclusively work with remodeling contractors, my entire team is very well versed in lead generation, cost per click, cost per lead, right? So you're going to get the best return on ad spend when you work with a niche agency that just focuses on remodeling contractors.
Well, I think you make a really good point there, and something I definitely want to validate for our audience that may be watching is, they have a choice. They can work with a general marketing agency that works with anybody and everybody, and I know I have been there in the past, and then they can work with a niche agency. And I can tell you, just even myself as an agency owner, after having really promoted the general model and believing it made a lot of sense, I now see that working with a specialist, somebody that understands your industry, is hugely beneficial, especially as you mentioned from the team perspective, because your team knows what to be looking for. They know the parameters you should be hitting. They know what's working and they know what's not working as well. So you're likely going to waste less money, get a much better return on your investment. Talk to me a little bit about what can a remodeler expect? They're out there, maybe they're doing a half a million to a million in sales and they want to increase that to two. What can they expect as far as engaging with you? What does that look like, from the first meeting on through? What types of things might you help them with? Could you share some of that with us?
Absolutely. So a half a million to million contractor is what we call are at an activate stage, right? So
Hmm.
we need to activate their online presence because they are at a baseline of revenue, and we can quickly double it, triple it based on what their needs are, where their team is at. But we call it an activate stage because their online presence needs to be completely activated. And when a contractor that's between 500,000 to $1 million in revenue comes to work with us, we just focus on their Google presence, their Google Maps, their Google business profile, make sure that they're Google guaranteed, get their local services ads going. And anybody that works with us should be ready to spend $1,000 in Google search ads, which is PPC, paid directly to Google, because we're able to set up campaigns to lead generate for you. So that's it. We'll just make sure that your Google profile is 100% on Google Maps, that you're going to be found online. We're going to help you get reviews. So your return on ad spend is excellent because Google loves business profiles that are getting reviews on your Google business page. And so that's it. We'll just come in, and with this Activate program where your profile is activated on Google, within 30 to 45 days, we'll be able to put leads onto your calendar, which is booked estimate appointments. And the timing depends on whether you have access to your Google business profile. Are you Google guaranteed? Have you ever run ads in the past? Is your Google ad account, advertiser verified? So some of those things just take time because it is beyond our control. We know how to submit to Google to get you approved. But if you have all of that in place, within 2 to 3 weeks, we can put leads on your calendar for estimate appointments. And when I say estimate appointments, we automate the whole process, right? When a lead comes in, you as a contractor or a remodeling contractor is not, sitting in your truck talking to the lead on the phone and saying, hey, I'm available Friday afternoon. We connect your calendar and we automate the whole process where you are going to have a booked appointment on your calendar. You're going to know what address you're going to at what time. And we are using automations, both text and email, to confirm with the homeowner saying, contractor with Signature Home Services is confirmed. They're going to show up on Friday, at 11 a.m. Please be ready. And so just automating this entire lead to estimate appointment, make sure that the homeowner knows what to expect. They are ready for you when the contractor arrives. And it just saves a whole bunch of time for the contractor, where if you're just sitting and trying to call them, they're not available, you leave a message, they call you back, you're busy. Here, boom, you have a booked appointment on your calendar. So we not only lead generate, we make sure that the lead is converted into a booked estimate appointment on your calendar. All that you got to do now is to show up at the homeowner's site, evaluate the job, give them the estimate, win that sale, and put money in the bank from there on.
I love how you've put together a system to help out. We know so often that, contractors, they get so busy out doing jobs and working in the business that so often it's hard to make sure they're doing all that follow up. And I know you and I have chatted about this before, but the importance of following up with those leads as soon as possible and having that opportunity to book, like you said, that estimating appointment is so incredibly critical. I know even in my case, if I need something like that, I'm likely to make one call. And if I don't get an answer, I'm going to make another and another until I get one. But if that first person answers me, I'm going to go, oh, that's off my list. And I'm probably not going to call your competitor then. So that quick response and the automations you've set up must make just a massive difference for that. Talk to me, if you would, a little bit about local. I know that local search is a really big deal for most contractors because they're working within a geographic region. And you talked a little bit about reviews and your GMB and some ads. What are some other things that, as you look into 2024 in particular, that you think are really important for remodeling contractors that they should be considering as they look at marketing for 2024 and dominating their local niche?
Absolutely. So the most important thing is to have clarity on what zip codes you want to serve, what cities you want to serve. This is one of the first conversations that I have when we onboard a client, because you get really ambitious and you say, well, I don't mind driving that far. Well, that's great that you don't mind driving that far. Let's identify that 50-mile radius that you absolutely want the leads from, and then determine, are there affluent neighborhoods from where you would like those, $75,000 kitchen remodels, and are there like less affluent neighborhoods from where you could probably get $25,000 to $30,000 kitchen remodel projects. So we identify that, and then we go in and we optimize not only your Google business profile, but also your local services ads. Because if you're not familiar with local services ads, it goes hand in hand with your Google business profile. The beauty of local services ads is that Google guarantees you that they check that you are indeed a business owner with hopes and dreams, carry a liability insurance, and you are indeed a live business paying taxes and you've been in business. So once they do that, your profile on Google is going to get a green check mark. And once you get the green check mark, you can go in and start running what are called local services ads. The beauty of the local services ads is it's on the search page, and therefore it's really tied to your Google business profile. And within the local services ads, what Google enables you to do is to dispute leads. Because the reality of doing business today and being found online, we all get those calls where somebody is looking for work, somebody's trying to sell insurance to you. And so Google does not want to penalize you for these non-leads. And so you're able to dispute it, and you're able to use every dollar of your precious ad spend that you have to actually pay for the leads. So the more and more you teach the Google local services ads platform who you are, who was a great call, why did you pick that person, because there's all of those notes and things that you can leave inside the local services ads platform. Google's going to learn more and more about you. And within the ads platform, we're able to set those 30 cities or 30 zip codes that you want the business from. And once you have your local services ads profile, really optimized, as well as your Google business profile really optimized, they're going to work hand in hand. And then you pump a little bit of money into PPC, which is search ads, where you're going to show on the search results page, you are going to win in the local game. And we also push a lot of content onto your Google business profile, because just having a panel there is not going to serve you. Because if you think about why Google created these panels, is because they strive to be the world's best search engine, but it's not humanly
Hmm.
possible for them to have a large team to pull all the information about every business owner. So they've enabled these panels, and that panel is only as good as the information sitting on it. And so we push content on it, relevant, pertinent content, because every day you're teaching the algorithm, this is why I'm great. These are the beautiful kitchens that I can do. These are the custom home builds that I can do, right? So you got to put those keywords into your profile and choose the right services. There are check boxes, choose the right services. So then you can teach Google who you are. So focusing on your Google business profile, making sure that you're Google guaranteed, running local services ads, not just running local services ads, but being really diligent. My team does this. We go into every local services ads profile and we dispute the bad leads, pay for the good leads, because that's how you keep teaching the algorithm. Feed me more of these. This is a win. Give me more. And then set up your PPC. You are going to win in the local search game. If somebody comes in and says, best remodeler, Austin, Texas, best remodeler near me, boom, you're going to rank in what is called the three pack.
That's amazing. Well, obviously, you understand a lot about the details, and it's really, really clear that you can help those remodelers get into that local three pack and dominate their local search. And we know, nowadays that's more important than ever as people are looking for things. We've for years been going online, but that percentage is even increasing. I actually saw a stat the other day, Rathna, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it said that over 97% of our customers are actually going online before they contact us. And when you think about that, that's just a massive opportunity that people may be missing if they're not capitalizing on that and not making sure they show up above their competition, especially in their local marketplace. So, well, Roth, I want to thank you so much. If people are interested and they want to reach out and connect with you, what's the best way for them to do that?
Our website is a great starting point. You can go look at all our program tiers, and there's a link there where you can book one-on-one time with me. I love speaking to remodeling contractors. And so if you're kind of on the fence about what am I going to do, or you've done digital marketing, tons of it, spent thousands on SEO, and you're burnt out, reach out to me and I can show you, what is work, what is not work, because we run a report where you can see how your digital presence plays. And so just go to remodelerdigital.com and I'd be happy to speak to any remodeling contractor that needs help with online lead generation.
Well, that's fantastic. If you guys, just to get that again, if you're not there, it's remodelerdigital.com. Is that correct, Rathna? Yes.
Absolutely. Yep.
Go to remodelerdigital.com. I'll go ahead and tag you as well in the video after we've got this. So if anybody's watching the replay, you can click right on through. But like I said, I've had the blessing to get to know Rathna over the last couple of years through a coaching group we're in. And I can say that Rathna really is the real deal. She knows what she's talking about. And you can hear that by just listening to her. So if you're a remodeling contractor, you're looking for help, reach out, at least have a conversation. Rathna, the last question for you, if somebody reaches out to you, what can they expect in that first conversation? What happens in that first conversation? Just to, maybe somebody's leery. They go, oh, I don't want to get a hard sale. What can they expect if they reach out and chat with you?
Yes. So the first call is what we call a discovery call. It is a quick 15-minute call. I meet you, you meet me. It's a friendly conversation. Learn about your goals. Where are you? Where do you want to go? We do a quick analysis of how your online presence plays. We walk you through the different programs we have, and off you go. You can mull over it, think about it, and come back to what we call a strategy session, where we will have everything laid out for you, because we go and we research where are you ranking, how are you showing up on Google Maps, and then we present to you what the opportunities are. And at that time you can decide if you want to move ahead to work with us, what program tier would make sense for you. We would make a recommendation to you, and people sign on, remodeling contractors sign on and work with us. So the very first call is a discovery call. You meet me, I meet you. Let's see if we're a great fit, because we do meet contractors who are not a great fit, and it's fine. So we just meet each other, have a friendly conversation, understand what your needs are, what your hopes and dreams are when it comes to your revenue goals. And then we come back and we reconvene, but you leave that meeting with knowledge of what it is going to take for you to work with us, and we get the knowledge of what it is going to take for us to serve you to meet your goals.
I love that. Well, Rathna, again, I want to thank you so much for joining us today and having sharing about your business. And I want to encourage you, if you're out there, you're a remodeling contractor, again, reach out, have a conversation with Rathna and her team, and just find out what they might be able to do to help you out. If you're running a business like Rathna is, and you'd like to be on this 15-minute business spotlight, please leave a comment down below. Rathna, was this a hard process or was this easy?
It was fantastic, and I'm just a fan of Jonathan, and I love the work that he does. I learned so much from him, so I'm happy to be here. And thank you, Jonathan, for this opportunity.
Well, thank you for the kind words. I do appreciate it, Rathna. You're always a joy to chat with. And I want to just encourage you, if you're interested, put a comment down below, and I or my team will reach out. We'll get you booked to do your 15-minute session. With that,